We all know tabletop mode is the worst way to play the Nintendo Switch. When you have handheld mode and docked mode, tabletop mode seems kind of pointless, but I'm here to show you how to make it way, way better, even better than the last time we did it, and it's still gonna fit in this bag. What's up guys, welcome back, or welcome in for the first time. If you're new here, do me a favor, jump down in the description of this video. There's a link to our podcast channel. We do a podcast over there every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you miss it live there, you can find it on the podcast platform of your choice. On your way back up, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. A lot of people watch these videos, think they are, but they're not. Let's jump into this. We've got a lot of stuff to go over. I made a video on this a while back, so I want to kind of touch on that for a minute. I'm gonna link that at the end so you can watch that. We kind of did a compact, like we wanted everything small, needed to fit in the bag. But after making the video, watching it, seeing what I had in the bag, I realized I can fit more and we can do better. So we're not gonna build up to what we did in that video. We kind of just added things here and there. We're gonna start with the big setup, and I'm bringing a few things back. That's what we're gonna start with. The first thing is this. Now again, some of you aren't gonna wanna buy this. There are other options out there. So this is actually a 15-inch OLED panel from Innocent. They sent this to me. I would not have bought this myself. This is a $400 OLED panel, but it is portable. It's got a little thing here where you can just cover it up. It looks nice. It stays safe in your bag. It'll fit in anywhere a 15-inch laptop will fit. So this thing is awesome. It's really nice. There are other options out there that aren't OLED. There's probably other OLED options that aren't quite this expensive, but I'll link this one down below and a few other LCD monitors, just different things you can get. You can get some of them for like $100, even cheaper. But this is what we're starting with. We're gonna take a bigger screen because as much as we love our OLED screen, it's just not big enough for two people to sit in front of and play comfortably. You need a bigger screen. We got one right here. This is the one we're gonna use for this. Now, another thing I'm gonna say you need that I wanna keep from the last time, I just can't, I can't find it. I've been looking all morning for it, it's gone. It's the metal switch stand from PowerA. I'm gonna link it below. There's footage of it in the last video. Maybe I can have G pull it and show you it here, but for now, we're just gonna use this stand. This is just some stand that I had here. We're gonna use this. I would go with the PowerA one because it folds down all the way and it can go in any small pocket. It's metal, it's really nice, it's inexpensive. I'll link that down below too. All these links will be Amazon affiliate links, so if you use them, it is going to help me out, so I do appreciate that. All right, the next thing we have to do is figure out what kind of dock we're gonna use. Now, this is kind of a big decision. There are a lot. We went with a type that I actually don't even have here right now. You can check that out in the other video. There's several different versions of that type. I have a few other ones here that are kind of weird, kind of cool, all very different though. The first one I want to show you, I have no idea who this is from. It literally showed up in my mailbox. I don't know what this is. It is a bear-shaped Nintendo Switch dock dongle, I guess we'll call it. You can take the little bear cover off. It doesn't have to be a bear. I looked on Amazon to see if I could find this thing. There are lots of dongle style Nintendo Switch docks on Amazon. I'll find a few. If I could find a little bear one, I will. But if you guys know who makes this, please tell me in the comments, because I honestly, I don't know who it came from. It just showed up here. So with something like this, you are gonna save a ton of space. Now, since we're getting into the dock and all that stuff, I have this other little case here from TomTalk that I keep a lot of my cables in. If you look in here, I've got an HDMI cable, I've got a USB-C cable, which is gonna be for power. This USB-C cable is from Skull & Co, and I have their little power adapter here. It's a 45 watt power adapter. I use this for my Switch. I have not had a problem with this whatsoever. So this is the one we're gonna be using for basically every one of these setups, no matter which dock you use. HDMI, you know, simple, you don't need anything crazy. Now, if you do have a portable monitor like this, you are gonna need one that has an HDMI mini on the end, but these monitors basically all of them come with all the cables you're gonna need anyway, so it shouldn't be something you have to worry about too much. So with this setup, it's easy. You're gonna plug your dock into the bottom here, put it right on the stand. Then you're just gonna connect your power right here. You're gonna connect your HDMI right here over to the screen. You're playing. That's a very simple solution. There's another one here that's actually, this is not a Switch dock, but I wanna talk about it because it's so cool and I really like it. It's actually for the Steam Deck. It's from Gully Kit, but it looks like a little Super Nintendo. It's got so many ports on the back. This thing is so nice. I really like it. And the thing I like about it most is just, I mean, it just works. Like, none of these things do anything, but they move. It works just like a Super Nintendo, but you can use this just like you would any other dock. You just kind of have to set your Switch in upside down. You can plug it in just like that. No big deal. It looks really cool. And again, you've got all these ports on the back. There's plenty of places to plug things in. Wired controllers, Ethernet, whatever you want to do. You're gonna be able to do that. You plug it straight into this monitor. You're good to go. Now that is a Steam Deck dock, but obviously very easy to use for the Nintendo Switch as well. Okay, so a few more docks that I have here. This one is from Unitech. It's a very small little dock. This thing is tiny. As you can see, I mean, it's super thin. This thing it's very small. This is gonna fit anywhere, just like that little bear one. All you do is just kind of flip this little thing up, and then you can put your Switch right on there, just like that. Everything plugs in through the back, so it's clean. It looks good. I like this dock too. I'm not a huge fan of the blue and red design on it, but I mean, that's a cool one too. All these are very affordable. That's also a good thing. Now, this is one I actually really like a lot. Love the way it looks. Love the functionality because it does help you do a lot of other things. The Skull & Co. Switch dock is very, very nice. You pop this up to give it a little bit more support when you have the Switch inside. But not only is it a dock, it's got everything you need on the back here. You can pop this little piece out. And if you've got your computer with you, you know, if you have a Mac, like I do, you can pop this into the side. You've got a little dongle. You've got a place where you can plug in an HDMI. You can run your power right through there. This is a nice little accessory to have, and there's actually a better one. There's a better version of it that I believe comes in the Steam Deck. Yeah, it does come in the Steam Deck dock. I'm looking at it right there. Let me grab it. Now, obviously, the Steam Deck dock's gonna look pretty similar. It's got, you know, the little thing here where you can set it up. If you wanna use this for your Switch, you can. You just gotta put it in upside down. No big deal, you can do it, but if you look at the difference here between the core drives that come in, here's the one for the Switch, which you get that, and then here's the one for the Steam Deck, which you get all those, plus that. You're getting a lot more way to plug in. So you know what we're gonna do? We're actually just gonna take this one out of the Steam Deck. We are going to just put that in our Nintendo Switch dock, upgrade that a little bit. No problem there, done. So this is probably the one I would go with if I'm definitely wanting to take a dock and not this other thing I'm gonna show you, but I have one more little weird dock I wanna show you. This is actually a mouse. It's a dock as well. So if you are taking this, if you're trying to put all this stuff in your laptop bag and take your laptop with you as well, and you need a mouse, this one's gonna double as a dock. As you can see here, it's got this little thing that just pops out of the bottom. This is a dock. Believe it or not, it's a dock. It works very well. The mouse is very nice. It's pretty inexpensive. It's made by ProtoArc. I'll have a link to them down below as well. I do like this mouse. I carry it in my bag with me. Anytime I have to take iPads or computers anywhere, this is the one I take with me. It's also a dock, so you can use that too. And then the last one I want to talk about kind of does a few things. It's the Nexigo. So this is also a grip for the Nintendo Switch and a dock. As you can see here, it's got the dock just built in. It's got its own kickstand, so then you're eliminating the other stand that you would need. This isn't the one we're using. Remember, we're using the PowerA one. It folds flat, so it's not a big deal anyway. But you eliminate the need for that. If you have this, you're gonna eliminate the need for a lot of the other stuff that we might need to bring with us. I really do like this thing. It works really well. The dock works. Everybody keeps telling me in the video I did I wanna see it actually plugged in. I mean, listen. It works. Do you know how a regular dock works? This works exactly the same. You just plug the stuff in and it just goes to the TV, just like a regular dock. It's not a crazy concept. It works, I promise, it works. All of these docks work, even though we're not plugging them all in and showing you every little bit, I promise they do work. Now, the next thing you're gonna need, and we used tiny ones last time, we used small controllers, but you're gonna need one, obviously. You've got the Joy-Cons, but I think in this case, I would say your best bet is to probably switch to the Hyperions from Nixie. for 2 reasons. One, obviously it becomes a controller. It's a nice controller. It's very close to a pro controller as well as far as feel goes. The sticks are nice. It's got Hall effect sticks. I've got a full video on this if you want to check it out. But I do like these a lot. And another reason I think these are the way to go as far as Joy-Cons is because they also have a case that Nixie sells that fit these. So you don't have to take them off. You can store it in a case. You're gonna be able to put it in your bag. It's gonna be safe. You don't have to worry about, finding a case that fits. That's why a lot of people just use the Joy-Cons because they fit in every case. These do have a case, so you're gonna be good with those. And I really do love the way they look. They light up. Let me turn the switch on for you here. It looks really cool. I love the way they look. Love the way they light up. They feel really good. Again, they're great. They're a controller, but I would recommend, since we're doing all this stuff, we're doing all the things we need to do to make this a nice setup for more than one person, you're gonna need to take a controller, an actual controller. You might as well. We did small ones last time. You're gonna have your Nixie Joy-Cons for your second player. I recommend taking a full-size pro controller because you know what? We did small ones in the last video. We had a lot of room left over. So these are the ones I'm gonna recommend. Number 1, I'm gonna recommend the KK3 Pro Elite, whatever, I don't remember what it's called. It's the King Kong Pro 3 from Gully Kit for a lot of reasons. One, this is probably my favorite controller right now. It's very, very, very nice. It is a wonderful controller. It is a fingerprint magnet, but other than that, I really love it. I know that people have been saying they've had a little bit of problem with the buttons sticking. I have not had that problem yet, but these buttons do come out. And you can clean them pretty easily. So if you have an issue like that, I mean, it shouldn't be hard to fix. I don't know. This has a lot of features. Again, I have a full video on that. So it's really great. This is the one I recommend, but not only because it is great, because it also comes with its own carrying case. This is the case that comes with it. So you don't have to buy an extra case. You don't have to worry about this thing getting smashed up in your bag, scuffed up. It just goes right in its own carry case. If you're a fan of the Pro controller and you feel like, there's not another controller you want to use, you can get this case for the Pro controller from Tom Talk. I don't know if you can get this Zelda version anymore. I really like this case. It is a hard shell case. It has a hole up here in the top where you can charge the controller. This one has that too, which is awesome. But this one's gonna fit a Pro controller. You got a Pro controller in here. It's gonna be safe. If you got your Zelda controller, your Monster Hunter controller, your Smash Brothers controller, your regular Pro controller, whichever one you have, it's gonna stay safe in there. All right, and really quick, just to prove it, we're gonna put it in the bag. We did this last time. I'm going to prove that all of it fits in a bag just like this. It'll fit in a backpack too. Anything you can fit a 15-inch laptop in, all this stuff should fit in no problem. So you got your screen, we'll put that in right here. Fits in perfect. I've got my bag with all my cables right here. That can go in the big compartment. If I had my Power A stand, that would probably just go right here in this little flap. We'll throw our controller in. We're gonna go with the Skull & Co dock for this one. We'll put it right here. So I don't have the Nixie case here, but you can imagine if this was in the Nixie case, it would fit right there. You can close the bag up very easily. You could honestly put more stuff in here. You could put another full-size controller in here, I'm sure. And depending on which dock you use, you can make room for even more stuff. But with all these things, now you're gonna have options. You're gonna wanna see the other video that I did on this to kind of show you how we built up to this. This is definitely a more beefed up edition of the video, but I hope this does help you want to play a little bit more tabletop mode. I think, it's getting warm outside. It's starting to, we're getting halfway through February. The groundhog told us spring is coming, so we're gonna be out. We're gonna be with our friends. Take this big screen with you, or a different big screen. The ones that are linked down below. Go play with your friends in the park, or at a coffee shop, wherever you want. All this stuff's gonna be linked down below. I'm gonna put the other video right here. You're gonna be able to watch that right now. And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like. Make sure you are subscribed. We'll see you in the next one.